Hey, how's it going? My name's Alex, and in this video I transport this partial and another one that I have to find. But before I can start looking for partials, I do need to tarp this thing. Alright, so I'm at New Braunfels, the Pilot, getting some fuel. But good news, I was able to book a partial, which is fantastic. Made a bunch of calls, so yeah, that's awesome. The non-exciting part is it picks up tomorrow. But that's okay. So let's just finish up fueling. Let's keep driving. We're heading north on 35, obviously, and yeah, we'll pick up the partials coming from Weatherford, Texas. So yeah, let's just, what do you guys say we pick it up tomorrow when we're getting loaded? Alright, so I'm here, but I gotta fix some electrical issues on the trailer. It's just a simple light. Tail light is, you know, because the tail lights on this load trailer are so low, stuff keeps getting kicked under there. But I'm here. All right, really quick, I want to show you guys how to take a load to New York City, or the New York City area, one of the 5 boroughs. And the main important thing you need to understand is trucks cannot be on parkways. So no trucks on parkways, okay? Think park, playful, something, like cars, right? Semi-trucks only can go on expressways. So when we type in Maspeth, New York, and it tells us, it gives us the directions, right? I'm in Virginia or somewhere over here, so I'm coming north right now. But look at the route it gives me, right? You want to zoom in nice and tight, and look at this route. It gives me right through Manhattan. Like, do you think it's a good idea to go through Manhattan with a 40-foot trailer? Probably not, right? So here's what I do, what I've realized, or what the pro tip, I guess, could be for if you're taking a load this way, is you examine your route, look at all the expressways, see which way a truck can go, and then what you do is you actually add a stop to your route. You click, there's the 3 little dots, add a stop, and then you click drop a pin, or choose the location, something right here. You select the thing and then you drop it right on the interstate that you want it to go. And you just drop it every single, literally every 5-10 miles, just so that Google Maps doesn't reroute you on parkways. And so to Maspeth, New York, I think I'm gonna drop a couple of drops along the way, just to make sure it goes the way that I want it to, and to avoid parkways. Now, generally, the expressways are longer, the expressways have more traffic, and so it's not you're not doing this because it's fast, you're doing this because it's the only way you can go in New York. So that's the pro tip on how to go to New York City, or how to deliver a load in one of the 5 boroughs. Hope that helped. Welcome to New York. Let's get unloaded. I already talked to the guys. Man, first of all, good morning. Look, you can see the sun's coming up. This is exciting. Every time I come to New York, there's an energy, but I realize, it's just so tight. It's so uncomfortable driving. Even when you drop the pins, like I explained along the truck route, it's just, it's stress-inducing driving here. It really is. So I am ready to get unloaded, but I just gotta untarp it. Okay, so anyways, we are untarped, and that's good news. Out of breath. Gosh. So, another smooth delivery, well, I mean, it's not delivered yet, but another overall smooth transport of some somewhat fragile equipment. I think these are AC condensers or something to do with heating, ventilation, air conditioning, HVAC, right? Look, and I still even have the cones right here, the do not stack cones. You know what I mean? So overall, really good drive from Texas to New York. I'm hoping they can unload me here in 5-10 minutes. It's really early. I think I might be able to get out of New York City or Brooklyn. No, we're Bronx. We're in the Bronx. Look up Maspeth. Maspeth every time comes up as the Bronx, I think. But anyways, I think I can get out of here without too much traffic, which that'll be really good. So hopefully they're on their way out. But the other thing is that these are the last 2 partials for the load trail under me. Somebody's obviously going to buy it.
By the time you're watching this, this trailer is already at the dealership. It's MGS. I'll put a link in the description. That's where I get all my 16 GNs from. That's where this trailer will be. And regularly, he has non-CDL 40 footers regularly. So if you want a trailer, talk to MGS. That's my people. They're good. That's especially Matt. Matt's a good dude. He'll take care of you. He's also in the Facebook group all the time too. So. But anyways, last two loads or last two partials for the load trail under me. You know, and I will be, maybe I should do a little quick review, a quick load trail review. That's probably a good idea. So really the main issue with load trail versus Big Tex, because I've been buying Big Tex all the time, I'm used to the wiring Big Tex does, right? I'm used to that. But the load trail seems like, the trailer's been fine. Structurally, it's good. There's been no issues. Besides the weird thing that it came with 16-inch tires, and besides the 5-foot ramps, which I understand now why they included the 5-foot ramps, guys, and those ramps were made for this trailer because there is a bump stop back there that stops them from going in any further. So the ramps, the 5-foot ramps were made for this trailer. Now, the issue, or the reason they did the 5-foot ramps instead of longer is because there's like a little angled portion of this trailer right here. Can you see this part? This part is angled, and that means technically the incline is now 7 feet versus like 8-foot ramps. But even though your trailer's lower, 7-foot incline versus 8 doesn't make a difference. So really, you can't be doing low cars on this thing. That's why I'm still gonna cut out that bump stop and include the 8-foot ramps in this thing, which I still have to do that. But anyways, the other thing that's really weird is it came with these 16-inch tires, which are rated for 3,900 pounds. So how on earth did they include 16-inch tires on 8,000 pound axles? That doesn't make any sense to me either. And really the big issue is electrical. Other than that, structurally speaking, it's been fine. It's a trailer, no issues. But really the electrical is an issue. They use different size, they literally use different size marker lights everywhere. Big Tex is more standardized. They use the same size marker light everywhere. You know, like, because these ones right here at the front are much bigger than the ones right here in the middle, right? That's that's confusing. So you never know when you're in a truck stop, do I need the big one? Do I need the small one if one goes out? So that's annoying. The electrical underneath doesn't have any rhyme or reason either. So when you have an electrical problem, you better be good at diagnosing it. You know what I mean? And that's more or less a review of Load Trail as a company, not this trailer specifically. And I could imagine, and I'm working on some electrical solutions, both for me and for everyone else. So we'll see what I can come up with that. But overall, the trailer's been great. And I will say, if you're gonna buy a car hauler trailer, get a 40 footer. Don't get a 36, because the well has been in the way a few times. But the issue, the reason I like, this is an okay trailer for non-CDL. If you're an owner operator, it's fine. But if you're planning on like starting a company and putting drivers on it, it's not really, it really isn't. As a company owner with one driver right now, I'll have more, but as a company owner with the drivers, I wouldn't want to be giving cars to my drivers, just because cars, you know, drivers don't care as much, I think. And so it's really difficult to train drivers to do really good on cars, because any little thing will matter, whereas with freight, not so much. But look at that, right when I'm done finishing up the monologue, the guy's opening the gate, he's gonna come grab me, so let's get this unloaded. But what do I know? I'm just a redneck sitting on a screen down 7 on a long day to listen to the crazy. All right, we're unloaded, let's hit the road. You sing the same old songs like my daddy's granddaddy's daddy's daddy did too. What do I know? I'm just a coffee can dollar, dirt on my hands, sweat on my blue collar, got everything I need right here in the hollow. All right, so we just got delivered or unloaded. So let's get into this load breakdown for these two partials. I actually think the rate is pretty solid, so I'm excited to share with you guys. All right, so here's the load, Del Rio, Texas to Maspeth, New York. Like I said, it was $2,000. So that's not a bad partial, but like, keep in mind, I'm not including deadhead miles, because I deadheaded, I believe, from like Austin area, somewhere in Texas over there. That's where I dropped off those cars. So, but I'm not including deadhead because I want to show you what you're going to see on the load board when you sign in, right? So $2,000, but Del Rio, Texas to Maspeth, New York is obviously pretty far. And so when you route the miles right here, 1967 on the miles. So ask yourself this, like, put yourself in this frame of mind. Like, if you saw a load that was like 15 or 16 feet roughly, I think those AC units were, and
it was paying $2,000 on 1967 miles. Ask yourself, would you book that load? Because that's what this one was paying. And obviously, you know, $2,000, 1967 is close enough. It's like $1 a mile. So I figured, right, with my deadhead, it was like 75, 80, 85 cents, roughly right in there somewhere. So I'm like, well, you know, it's big enough that it pays a good chunk of my operating revenue, but that gives me a lot of room available too. So that's why I ended up booking. I was looking at outbound out of Texas, kind of fluctuates really. Sometimes it's really good and sometimes it's not so good, but still. So that's this load, Del Rio, Texas to Maspeth, New York, $1 a mile essentially, $2,000 on 2,000 miles. Now, moving on, then we got the other load, the $1,800 right here. It was the Weatherford, Texas to New Cumberland, Pennsylvania to the Army Depot up there. And this load is, the difference is like, look at it right here. So $1,800, but this one was 26 feet. So that one was $2,000, but only 15 feet. This is $1,800, but it was 26. So you can kind of see, like, combining, I guess, two type of different loads, basically. But I don't know. It's just interesting how sometimes one load pays a lot and it's smaller, and the other load pays much less, but it's way bigger. So, yeah, there you go. So $1,800. Obviously, the miles on this one from Weatherford was not so bad. So $14.55 on the miles, $1,800. So that's $1.23 a mile. So not bad for this load. But again, keep in mind, it's 26 feet. So if you have a 30-foot hot shot, let's say you have a 25 plus 5. That's a full load for you, right? And a lot of you guys message me and say, Alex, I got a 25 plus 5. That's all they had on the lot. Trash. You're hauling this thing for $1.20, right? So this is why a 40-foot, even if you're going to do non-CDL, a 40-foot is a must-have. Okay, so I can't stress that enough. But anyways, the total rate for that going up, right, 2,000 plus 1,800 is 3,800. Total rate is mileage is 2183, right? So here, Del Rio, Texas to Weatherford, and I did deliver in New York first, and then I came back to PA. So right here, so 2183 right here, Del Rio, Weatherford, Maspeth, New Cumberland. So those are the 4 drops. $3,800 on 2183 on the miles. That gives us $1.74 per mile, right? So that's the per mile revenue to the truck. Now, I've mentioned several times my operating cost is roughly right around $1.40. So that means the company made 34 cents a mile on this run. So the company, Tow Piglet, the company, not me. I paid me and drivers 50 cents a mile, right? So that means the company made 34 cents. So driver makes 50 cents, I make 34 cents. Now, 34 cents a mile times that 2,183 miles gives the company profit of $742.22. So that means this week, off of this truck, I made 740, or the company made 742. Because it was 2,180 miles, driver pay on this one would have been like $10,050. So $1,050. Goodness. So the driver made $1,000, company made $742. Now, in the next video, I end up, going buying those new trailers, which was like 20 grand. So yeah, $742 could take me a lot of weeks to make back that $20,000 that I spent on trailers. But so yeah, that's gonna be interesting. So here I am at MGS getting ready to pick up my new trailers, but we will continue the new trailer vlog will be in the next video. That's gonna do it for this video. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about these two partials, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.